Welcome back to the Kapollo program. This is Kapollo 3, currently in moon orbit. Let me get my HUD up. 13,000 meters above the moon, or the mun. So what we're going to do now is we're going to transfer people. First of all, Jeb. And these are going to be our brave astronaut, Kerbal astronaut people who go to the moon's surface in my lander design, which I'm quite fond of. And so they're going to... Alright, so these guys are going to go to the moon. And the way we're going to do that is by detaching the command and service module from the lander. And then the lander is going to go down and land, and I hope it's got enough fuel. I can't guarantee that because I haven't actually tested it on the moon yet. So yeah, we'll see how that goes. Cool, that's everyone. Let's go find a nice place to land. I can probably... yeah, I'll wait a bit longer. Hang on. Okay, so here's my lander. And we're going to land... I could probably go near that moon arch. Except it's too far off my trajectory. I think I'll play it safe because this is my first time, with this lander. Alright. So, I think it's time to go down to this... time for our descent. I think I just activate this, don't I? Yeah, it's the safest way to do it. So I don't fire off any stages prematurely. So switching me into free view, which is good because I like it a lot better than orbital view, which always makes me feel like scared of heights. Even though technically there's no up and no down in space, it still sort of puts it down, which gives you a void. And I sometimes don't like that. So now what I could do, I probably won't, but I have done it before with different landers, is, that's the wrong one, land like this, which is easy enough because you've got the three things that are essential to landing on your display for the IVA for this lander. But I probably won't do that because, like I said, I want to play it safe, land in daytime, land somewhere, not like aiming for a specific target, that sort of thing. Maybe in later moon missions I'll be a bit more ambitious. So now this lander design is probably the reason I went back to Apollo replica space missions in KSP. It's a very nice lander design. I think it looks a lot better than a lot of the other ones, because my old ones and a lot of other ones I've seen have a really flat top, just because the lander capsule is the thing that they have at the lander capsule is what they have as their highest point, whereas with the it looks a little better, I think, or at least I'm more used to it now, with the SAS on the top, which I couldn't actually fit very well on the bottom because there was too much other stuff crowded in, and I still wanted the ladder to be able to reach the ground. Also, initially with these legs, I actually, and I would like to go back to this at some point, but rather than using 4 of these larger legs, I used 8 of the the really crappy, like 0.15 legs, or whichever version it was, which break easily, but which look a lot better, don't bounce as much, all that sort of thing. Shh, lights. Anyway. So it's coming into land now. I think I'm doing this right. I've got a pretty good vertical descent profile coming in. Oh, wrong way. Whoop, my bad, wasn't paying attention. Anyway, so yeah, the problem with those previous legs, which I had on it, I'd had it on other... Oh, why is it doing this? I'd had it on other like landers before, and the problem is that sometimes it just breaks, like when you come out of time acceleration, and it happened too frequently for me to like, you know, use them without destroying every mission. So I mean, these legs are much easier to use anyway. Okay, that was a bit harder than I wanted it to be, but everything's fine. Bring out my ladder. Turn on my lights. And Jebediah is going to be my first Kerbal to walk, Kerbal to walk on the moon since all of those previous missions I've done, which I'm just going to neglect currently. So there we go. Oh, of course you would. So yeah, the ladder used to be a lot closer to the ground back when it had the slightly better legs. The thing looked a bit better as well, but you know, can't be too picky. It's Kerbal Space Program. You can't exactly make it exactly right. So I'm going to turn their lights on. That's odd. When I turn their lights on, those lights go off. I guess I'll keep their lights off. And I have to wait for the thing to do an orbit, which is good about being on this equatorial orbit, because I don't have to worry about, you know, other sorts of issues. Like the orbit processing as the moon rotates around it, in which case I would have to wait half a month before I could get them off again. I'm sure they would have run out of food by then, but I suppose they are Kerbals, and I don't think eating is part of their regular activities. Mostly they do lots of resurrection and flying. Alright, I might take these guys back, because, you know, they've hung out on the moon for half an orbit. Who are you? I don't want you, I want Jeb to go in first, so he can be pilot again. Because I mean, you know, why would you have Bill flying when you can have Jebediah piloting? I mean, I've got Bob flying the CSM, but, you know, let's be honest, he doesn't actually do anything. Jeb's doing all the real work. So, I've got a lot of fuel left. Unfortunately, I have to leave that on the moon. But that's fine. Actually, I haven't really tested whether my upper stage has enough fuel to get into lunar orbit. But I do know that the amount of fuel it's got is about the same as the smallest large width rocket tank you can use, fuel tank you can use. And also I know that it's got a thrust which can actually launch it in Kerbal's in Kerbin's gravity, which is quite impressive for a lunar lander, if I say so myself. Which I probably shouldn't, but whatever. I don't even know if it works yet. So, I might have left that a bit too... Yeah, alright, I have to go now. Which way do I go? Shit. Ignore me. Okay, that was unfortunate. I wasn't actually looking at what I was doing. I was too busy trying not to miss my opportunity of rendezvousing this orbit, which I'm going to miss anyway, so that's a bit annoying. Look at it, it's flying over me. I don't think I'll have enough fuel to oh shit. Why do I do that? But I've gone off as well. No, not noticeably. Okay, well that was fun. Lots of issues. I want to be in a lower orbit, but I'm not sure whether I want to actually do that, because that would bleed off a lot of my fuel. Well, not a lot of my fuel, actually wouldn't be that significant. Oops, that's not what I meant to do. I meant to set this as a target. Like I said, it's been a long time since I played this game. What do I want? Which ones? I can never tell which ones. Do I want to burn up a bit? Nope. I want to burn down a bit. I think that looks more likely. Yeah. Okay, wait, what's happening? How come I'm on a... Oh, I don't even know. I don't even know what's happening. Please forgive my orbital rendezvous abilities. They're not particularly good, especially on such a limited fuel budget. I'll worry about the rest of it then. Alright, and I've docked. And now I can finally get Jeb. And all the rest of them. Well, by the rest of them I just mean Bill. Excuse me if I've been slightly distracted. People keep doing things outside, drawing my attention away from whatever I'm saying, which is unfortunate. Also, I'm surprised that my attention span has lasted this entire mission. Whoop, let's go. There we go. Let's go in. Good. Now I don't have to worry about this anymore. Piss off. Close shield. Alright. Now all that's left to do is, I don't know, I suppose it's the easy bit, isn't it? I can probably fast forward this too because I'm sure you're all getting a bit, you know, bored or what have you. And they're back, preparing to land back on Kerbal. Um, it worked, which was nice. Where am I? Oh god, I'm on the other side of the world from Kerbal Space Center, but that's fine. I got someone to the moon and back. Can finally stop paying attention to the Kapollo thing. Start making Minecraft videos or something. I don't know, we'll see what happens. But yeah, basically I just wanted to show off the lander design, do a mission on YouTube, see how it turned out, and I hope you liked it. That's right, you, one person who's gonna end up watching this. Thanks for your support. You should like or get into heated discussions in the comment section. Alright, bye.